It's great, Barcelona.
Yeah, that change really worked, didn't it? A lot tighter now at the end.
Yes.
There. Yeah.
We like things to be
Oh, we certainly do.
A little bit faster.
Well, yes. Carry on, Bohemians. Oh, don't.
It's just a couple of little bits that we wanted to work on in Barcelona. Worked a treat. It was really good.
We actually sing it better than Freddie and Soprano, actually.
Amazingly,
I think
it is.
I think we sing it better than
I bet
it'd be sacrilege if I said I sang better.
It's not hard to do better. She's good. No, she's very good.
she is. You certainly hit a much higher note.
Yeah. I mean that top note that you do at the end, she didn't do that. But
No.
No.
She went down.
do.
She goes all
Yeah.
the way down.
But you just go
Yeah.
through the roof and everybody leaps to their feet
Yeah.
to acclaim them.
Amazing.
I whistle like a dog.
Oh, yeah.
This is his last gig with us. He's going.
No. No. What? You don't like us?
Magic.
Yeah.
Finally got your name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. So we're going to get
It's not fair.
Oh dear. So what is it about us you don't like?
Still
as good as you are.
going back to college.
Well, thanks for all your work. Now we've enjoyed having you in the band. Well done. I'm going home too.
No.
What's wrong, really? You're not.
I bet he's joking.
Yeah, we're losing half our orchestra.
He's joking.
Take care, guys.
You're joking. No, you're not going anywhere.
No. I bet I see you tomorrow. And the next day. I bet I see you the next day.
Grind them down into the dirt, you bastard.
That's gratitude for you, isn't it?
Spat at in the face. What would not do is spat at in the face.
You lucky bastard.
Nail about voice, nail some sense into it. Can you sing it in the whistle register then?
I don't know. I've never tried.
That's
I can sing Mariah Carey stuff, but I mean that's
well, that was it.
Yeah.
You're an octave up from that. You can do that.
Yeah, it's not that high. I think that's an F.
That is quite considerably higher than anything I can do.
That's
Kin
I mean, I don't know. You know, there are many songs that go that high. I think it's G, a super G. Like, I don't know. Test higher. There's no song.
I mean, it's so high that it sounds like a little song whistle.
Yeah.
You can do that.
You'd have to write your own music, I think. Which is what I want to do.
That's it. She's doing it.
Yeah, it's screaming on pitch. That's how you learn. Kids, back at home, scream on pitch.
Scream on pitch. I tried that and it kind of wears my throat out, so I stopped it.
You need to support the diaphragm.
I know all that.
It's all about technique.
It's just that I can't quite. Well, I mean, actually, I started off. This is a little known fact, but I started off as a boy soprano. I'm doing the "Oh for the Wings of a Dove," not the Madness version.
What about you, Nadia? What's your influences?
My influence?
Yeah.
God, well, I started off music was something I discovered like way later in life. I was a gymnast for a long time. And I was in the national team of Norway. And I started dancing.
You should be doing the dancing.
Yeah.
Me, you're clumping around like a bloody idiot.
No, I was a dancer for a long time, so I was working professionally as a dancer, and then I kind of discovered music or theatre. So I wanted to become an actress because I started acting, and so that's what I wanted to do. But then I started. I was also playing the guitar. I played the classical guitar for like 10 years. But so I was always interested in music because my parents met in a rock band in the 70s. My dad was a drummer, and my mom was like a singer, so it's always been there. But I've never kind of done anything with it. And then she was like, "Oh, why don't you take up singing lessons?" When I was about like 12 or 13. Oh, okay, as a hobby, but I was very shy. So I used to stand there and like my singing teacher had to sing along with me to get me to do something. I was like, oh, like just so shy.
Well, you're certainly not shy now.
No, it's because of the theatre. So I decided, and then I decided musical theatre is the best for me because I wanted to act, sing, and dance. But singing was always something that was
So this is something a bit different for you.
It is, no, because I've trained in musical theatre, so we do theatre music, and I'm the more classical side of theatre, so I'm kind of in between. But yeah.
So this is quite fun because you said, haven't you, this is totally different. You're
and
really
it's so much fun.
leather jackets and all the moves.
All my siblings have like 7 brothers and sisters, and they're all into rock music, all into heavy metal. So I've always had that. I've always been able to appreciate it. You know, my brother's like the biggest Queen fan, so I've always had that there. I would always, you know, appreciate that music. But I know I would never be able to get up and do it. But the fact that I can do it now,
Yeah, it's great.
really cool. It's a different arena, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of different for us as well, really. You know, we're doing it because we're just a bunch of hairy rockers doing a rock band thing, and all of a sudden we find ourselves with a, you know, I mean, we had a choir last year, and now we've got an orchestra. So we kind of
That's really different.
It is, and it's loving it, really.
Yeah.
But it's good to involve so many people, and because it's like being one great big massive Uber band, you know, 30 of us, and it's great, and we're all getting on, and it's all
That's the
good.
cool thing, because now it feels like, you know, even now when I was looking across all them, even the string section were really just playing along, and it
I mean,
makes
I've
such
made a bit of a fuss of them tonight, and sort of went up there a couple of times. I'll do
it really
more
clicked
of that.
together tonight, I think.
Yeah,
It really
it's nice, and then the brass, they're all going for it, and you lot all going for it. No, it's good. It's brilliant, yeah.
It just get better. And what are we now, on the 8th?
That's
that was
9.
Nine.
9 gigs in 9 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Voice is holding up. So.
And 2 days of rehearsal.
And 2 days of
2
rehearsal.
days. Well, that was
Yeah.
ridiculous, isn't it?
If that, even.
That put you in a
Yeah.
bad situation. You've done admirably. You all done really well.
You've all done very well.
You've all done very well.
Yeah.
But you have. I mean, you know, that was an almost impossible situation that you were put in. And
It was. I mean, no one could ever do that. Just jump straight into something.
No.
But, you know.
Especially with us sniping away and saying, this needs to change and that needs to change.
Cranky rock stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. Get there. We'll get
We're
there.
getting there.
So
Yeah.
is this the first tour you've done then, or have you been on other tours like
I
this?
was just on a world tour actually. I got back in September. So I've been all over the world touring.
And what,
The company with Belinda King, so we do like loads of different shows, like snippets. We had about 13 different shows. So we
Right.
were touring all around, like lots of concerts. I did my own shows, like singing a lot of classical stuff. Like it was really cool, really cool.
Wow.
But I did that for like over a year, like 14 months. So I was really tired. I was like, no more touring for me now. And then I get this, I was like, shit.
So when did you start? When did you finish that tour?
Like mid-September. Yeah.
So that's what, you're 3 months off and you're going again.
Hey, thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's the way we do it.
all right, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Bring Ashley, yeah, the alto.
The alto.
Yeah, in the choir, yeah.
Always the alto.
Alto,
Yeah, the one who can actually sing the material. Yes, she rocks. She rocks.
Well, you can all actually sing it. Which is quite a relief.
I can sing my high, but she's
Doing all right.
Yeah, she's good. It's a good team. Really good team.
Yeah, you're working well together.
We love each other. Yes, we do.
Oh, I can see that.
My roomie. That's what works, you know.
This is, by the way, this is vodka. This is champagne.
I can taste Prosecco. Oh, are we mixing? Like,
Yep, 5 different things.
Yep.
Oh.
Vodka, beer, champagne.
This is what it's like to work with Polish people. They know how to party.
Yeah, they do, don't they? And they're the only ones that continue getting pissed the following morning.
But they can deal with it. Most of us can't. Like, I
Well,
can't.
except for certain trumpeters I can mention who fall down the stairs. But, yeah, a comedy pole, that's good.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah,
Prompts
yeah.
during the day. Like,
Yeah,
carried that on.
that was
Like,
a bit
that was
much.
funny though. Kind
Yeah,
of having
it
a
was very
conversation, he flies down.
It was great, because we were all standing there and it...
Yeah.
It's like lying there.
But we're so used to it, we just step aside.
Yeah, just like, oh, it's him, it's alright, it's only
him again.
Yarrick, you know.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so how long have you been working on this music? Because I heard you were the one who kind of put it together.
Yeah.
Did you?
Well-
Kevin on camera.
Yeah, so we're interviewing Kevin. Finally.
Get your kit off. Kevin, how did this band start?
Well,
It's a long
many years ago, a long time ago, in a galaxy far away. Yeah. We decided to put a band together, and here we are. This is it.
96?
It's only taken 16 years to become an overnight
Only
success.
96.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did you start? You start
Pretty
playing
long,
your
isn't
own...
Well, like most struggling musicians, you join an original rock band, you write your own material,
You go and work in Abu Dhabi.
yeah, and you go abroad and do odd things here and there, and eventually you realise that you get to a certain age, well most people do, not everyone, and I'm sure people still become very successful, but unfortunately, most of us end up not becoming original rock stars, writing our own material and doing what we really want to do. So we have to, if we want to carry on working, we have to form a covers band to carry on working.
Yeah.
And so at the time, tribute bands were starting to become very popular, and we thought, well, a better cover band is to be a tribute band. And you get to play all the songs from bands that you really, really enjoy, and the audience tend to appreciate it a lot more. And
that's going to lay the groundwork then, you know, for you.
Sure.
Because it's material they know, especially something like Queen.
Yeah.
You know, it's something they're familiar with, and most of the people come to see it, they've probably grown up with this music as well.
Yeah.
So they've already kind of laid the groundwork for you
Absolutely.
as well, and then they see your take on it.
Yes, certainly.
Because you've vamped up some of the music as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, well, you know, I think even original bands are pretend tribute bands in their own way, because even Brian May always wanted to be Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
You know, Freddie Mercury always wanted to be Rock.
Yeah,
you know.
they all have.
So when they went on stage in the early days, they were up there and they were pretending to be their hero.
Yeah.
And really, that's what we're all doing. Anyway.
And we get paid for it.
Yeah. You know, yeah. We get paid for doing it. I mean, well. Ooh, champagne. Champagne, dear. Champagne.
Like that.
Cheers.
Champagne.
Champagne.
Champagne is flowing like water.
I have lots. I'm still drinking this.
So,
kind of running out of hand.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, you bastard! I'm drinking my champagne. That's
Finish
terrible.
your beer up.
That's cool. Okay. Finish
Yeah.
your beer.
So what were your influences?
Whenever I was in the original band, I mean, the main influence was actually Queen. So I always wanted to be in an original band like Queen.
Yeah.
But now I'm in a band like Queen. It just didn't become original. But see, sometimes you've got to be careful what you wish for, because you know.
Is that why you feel a little bit like it's your base? Because you were kind of the one who put things
I was the
together.
founder member.
Yeah. Did you feel like it's kind of your little baby, the show?
Yeah, I mean, I always did it as a labour of love, because I just liked the Queen music so much. So it was never a job. It was always a bit of a hobby, really. And as with Queen, the bigger, the better.
Yeah.
And as with most things, I suppose.
Can't get much bigger than an orchestra, can you?
Well, and so it's always been, you know, about coming up with new ideas and doing something a little bit different, and just thinking outside the box, and just keeping it interesting for ourselves.
Yeah.
A lot of Queen tribute bands are very, very good. There's some brilliant ones out there, but they always do the same thing year in, year out, and it becomes very predictable.
And you also do very unusual songs as well. Like you
Yeah.
do some stuff that I'd never even heard of, you know. And I listened to a lot of it, but there was a lot in there that.
Yeah, there are a few
Freddie's own
album
stuff
tracks.
and a little bit of
Seaside Rendezvous.
yeah,
And
stuff like that. A bit obscure, and I really like that.
it is
Done
good.
your
really do.
research.
We
Yeah,
picked
keep
stuff that will work with an orchestra, you see, which we thought with the brass
And with the-
section and with the
Make the
strings.
most of everything. Yeah.
And with the gospel choir, we did bring back that new.
Yeah, bring back that. You'd love that one.
Yeah.
You would love
Yeah?
that one. It's such a fun song.
And
To
a
play
really
for you.
nice song off the Barcelona album called Golden Boy, which is like a very gospel.
Golden Boy. Yeah, that was good.
Gospel opera with a little bit
nice.
of groove. A really, really good song.
Good.
Yeah, and so.
But there was there's so much material to pick from. That's the thing. You got, I mean, we do what? So we got about 60, I think. They did about 150 songs, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so much stuff, and they're
Only
all
third of the way through.
Yeah, I mean they did some rubbish, you know, but I'm allowed to say that, you know. They did some filler, shall we say, yeah. But most of it was great, you know, especially on the earlier albums. It's brilliant stuff, you know. Some really good songs, you know, all kinds of different genres as well.
Yeah.
So you never get bored,
That's just it, because something I noticed, especially with working with you guys, is Queen did so many different styles of music.
Yeah.
I mean, with us, we did the classical, and then they did a little bluesy number, and you've managed to incorporate that
bit of music
into
hall
the show.
and
So you get all the different styles, the rock and roll, you know, the more rocky style. That's what I really like about the show.
Yeah, and I think that's why Queen was so popular as well, because there's
It
something
appeals
for
to
everyone.
everyone.
Yeah. So universal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
the pop, rock, musical, opera, ballet, you know, you name it.
Crazy. And they could sing it all, and they make it work, you know. It's just
Yeah, no, they were very talented.
very cool, very
talented.
cool.
Yeah.
So you should be proud.
Yeah,
Doing a good job.
Why not?
Bastards, yeah, we just pretend.
Always rip them off.
Yeah, well, if you're going to rip somebody off, rip off somebody like them.
Exactly. You picked a good band to be a tribute act to. you know, fans all over the world, fans all over Europe, you know. So we're meeting
Well, I know.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so, well, that's a question for you, Nadia. Do you have anything planned for after the tour?
Woo! Well, I'm going to audition for. Well, I have a favourite show, Phantom of the Opera, which I have been so close to getting in the West End. Hey! Woo! And they're doing a production in Germany this year, so I'm gonna go for that. I think.
Is that with the same? Is that with the same production company? Is that with WWE?
No, that is with Stage Entertainment. They do most of the musical theatre in Germany.
Okay.
And in London actually. So yeah. So I know them and they know me. So I kind of know that that's coming up. They've told me about it.
Kind of musical theatre sort
That's musical theatre,
acting,
yeah. Which is what I do normally. But then you get the odd concert tour.
I'd love to come and see you.
I haven't drunk it yet. Yeah, no, if ever I'm doing something, I'll let you know.
Let us know.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. I'm friends
we're friends,
with Rob and Chris already, so you can find me there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
okay.
that'd be
I'll
great.
keep you guys updated.
You've got an awesome voice, I have to say.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've had quite a few Sopranos, haven't we, doing Barcelona? And by far,
none of them.
We've all agreed.
I mean, they've all been good.
We've
They've all been
voted.
great, you know, in their own way. But I think unanimous votes goes to you.
You're very
terrific.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
Really good. You know.
You guys are cool.
And actually, one of the singers was actually the soprano for the London Philharmonic Orchestra.
Really?
And she did Barcelona with us, and you just...
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Ow!
No, I'm sorry, Emma.
No, sorry, Emma.
I'm really
No,
sorry.
no. Oh.
I'm sorry, Emma.
Well,
Nadia, it's business.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. I get up on that stage with you doing that number. That is a bit special.
Fun, isn't it? We just have fun.
It must be a
Really
real treat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I'm thinking, shit, I better hold my end up here, you know. But I mean, I'm helped by the fact that Freddie was he was just a rock singer doing an opera song, and so I'm in the same kind of situation. I've
Yeah,
got
of course.
a trained professional doing what she does, and me trying to keep up. So that's fun.
It's fun. We just have fun, Rob.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah.
It's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fun. Wow. It's a good
Brilliant.
night.
Yeah, good.
Right.
We've got some really good footage. We've got some really good stuff. Thank you very much, everybody.